The same role twice. You'll hear it all the fucking time. The Oscars don't represent black folks.
What you doing? Adjusting levels?
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, can you hear that music?
Clearwater Productions. A-track on the tracks. Woo! Keys on the boards. Big ups to my man O. Help me get this thing together. It's Mo Q. You know what I'm saying? ATL. Connecticut. Connected. Bringing you something different for the old level. You know what I mean? About to hit you with something official. And it's like this. Yo, what could I do, or would I do? Convince you, girl, that I'm into you. You got like 3 gigs, minus kids. Still looking fresh with the flyest crib. I'm high as shit. When I'm in the mix, caramel complected, sweet like Twix shit. I might have to rewrite this. A million words couldn't describe this vibe she giving, but I'ma try to finish. Spit my words till my energy diminish. When she come around, I get chemically replenished. Keep me on point, she the remedy to send it. Beginning to the ending, I'ma keep it real. Always real, never conceal. Whatever she desire, I'ma try to get it. If she committed, we gon' live it. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date. Be at your doorstep 8:30. Wear the dress that caress your waist. Matching necklace, it has me breathless. City steam for some comedy. Spin to the rust for some poetry. Hip tie same for the martinis. So much to do, my boo in the beat. Black guy style, we can buy the jazz. Drinks on me, don't bring no cash. You don't have to ask, you deserve. It's all for you. You are worth how much worth? Let me describe your diamond raindrops from the sky. And my arms are open. I'ma catch you, precious, beautiful, luscious, special. You're the one, only one, baby. I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. You're the one, only one, baby. I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Let's make a date, 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 yeah. Hey, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date. I'll be at your doorstep 8:30. He said, I'm a Rottweiler, and I'm from the Rottweiler. What you doing? Adjusting levels? Yeah. Clearwater Productions. A-track on the tracks. Woo! Keys on the boards. Big ups to my man O. Helping me get this thing together. It's Mo Q. You know what I'm saying? ATL. Connecticut. Connected. Bringing you something different for the 011. You know what I mean? About to hit you with something official. And it's like this. Yo, what could I do? Or would I do? Convince you, girl, that I'm into you. You got like 3 gigs, minus kids. Still looking fresh with the flyest crib. I'm high as shit when I'm in the mix. Caramel complected, sweet like Twix shit. I might have to rewrite this. A million words couldn't describe this vibe she giving, but I'ma try to finish. Spit my words till my energy diminish. When she come around, I get chemically replenished. Keep me on point, she the remedy to send it. Beginning to the ending, I'ma keep it real. Always real, never conceal. Whatever she desire, I'ma try to get it. If she committed, we gon' live it. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you. 'Cause you're worth it, all my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you. 'Cause you're worth it, all my love you deserve. Babe, let's make a date. Be at your doorstep 8:30. Wear the dress that caress your waist. Matching necklace, it has me breathless. City steam for some comedy. Spin to the rust for some poetry. Hip tie stain for the martinis. There's so much to do, my boo in the beat. Black guy style, we can buy the jazz. Drinks on me, don't bring no cash. You don't have to ask, you deserve. It's all for you. You are worth how much worth? Let me describe your diamond raindrops from the sky. And my arms are open, I'ma catch you. Precious, beautiful, luscious, special. You're the one, only one. Baby, I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me, me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. You're the one, only one. Baby, I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me, me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you. 'Cause you're worth it, all my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you. 'Cause you're worth it, all my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you. 'Cause you're worth it, all my love you deserve. How can I show you But I wanna hold you. To the end of the world I would go to. Just to reach you. Cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date, 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 yeah. Hey, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date. I'll be at your doorstep 8:30.
Well, I just interviewed Mark Henry.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What up, man?
Let me stop this share. We all up in this beast. My bad. Hold on. Oh, you know what, Keenan? This is a problem.
Yeah, I already unplugged my microphone. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I can hear you, but
Yo, what's up? What up, man? How you feeling? Good. How you feeling? I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Oh boy. Well, what are you doing? Some arts and crafts? My kid, man, he like to make like little Titanic boats, and he like to not clean up after himself after he do it. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Yo, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Light Skin Perspective. I'm your host, Kenan Jerome Floyd.
Co-host Mo Green.
I'm your boy, Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing out there? Good. Yeah. Good. Thank you for tuning in, everyone that's tuning in. Before we start real quick, you guys can follow us on Instagram. First of all, the podcast at LSPcast. That is at LSPcast, Light Skin Perspective Podcast. You can follow me personally on Instagram at Dangerously Awkward. That's at Dangerously Awkward. Mo, what's your Instagram?
Mo, I forgot. Oh, comedian Mo Green, because I changed it a couple times. My Instagram is your name. Yeah.
because I got so many different like variations to my shit, so it's hard to keep up. But Comedian Mo Green is my Instagram.
Yep, and if you feel that you are generous, you can send us donations at Cashapp, $kenanfloyd, mogizzle. We're also black, so it's tough time right now. So send that cash. We got a very special guest in the building right now.
Yeah,
very special guest. Hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube.
Hundreds of thousands.
Tens of thousands of followers on Instagram. He has a huge following. He talks about religion. He's a very funny comedian from Chicago. Please show your love for Mr. J. Scott, Jay the comedian.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, man, thank you for that beautiful introduction. I appreciate it, brother. I'm glad to be here, man. How y'all feeling tonight?
Feeling good,
Good.
man.
Got my water. How about yourself?
Oh, I got my water, too. It's
I
called
got
bourbon.
my iced tea in a beer glass.
Yes, sir.
And I got my water. Fat dudes got to have 2 drinks, even if they're not alcoholic.
Yeah, man, y'all saving me from being out there riding, man. I had an excuse to not go outside.
Man. You in Chicago too? You at the South Side?
I'm North Side now. I grew up on the South Side. Now then it got dangerous, so I went to the North Side.
Oh, so North Side. That's where the white folk be. That's where the good civil mother. That's where the rioters come from. The suburbs. You know that, right? They not from the city.
But the mayor just shut the trains down, so now they got to take an Uber up here, and I don't know if.
Can you imagine Ubering to your riot? You're gonna have an Uber and stuff like, can you leave me off here, please?
You know how mad
my friend, where do you go, my friend? We're going to we're going to Trump Tower. Take us to Trump Tower. My friend, why you go to Trump Tower?
And it creates such a digital paper trail because they got your credit card information going to the Trump Towers, and then they got you on Trump Tower smashing shit, so they can kind of pinpoint where you started.
Now, protesting doesn't mean smashing shit.
Your ride has arrived. You're like, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. But I'm saying, even then, it's like they're out here doing these riots and stuff like that. Like HD cameras don't exist. They running in these stores, no mask, car out front with the license plate extra bright and visible. And I'm just like, yo, you guys are rookies, man. What are you doing? Are you all getting locked up as soon as the police have enough time?
Well, it's weird because there's a lot of people that they're saying are not from the towns that they're protesting. Yeah. They're all like coming in from out of town. And a lot of them too are like Antifa. Like a lot of them are like Antifa and they think that there's some like white supremacist groups and like just other random people showing up and they're starting to smash things. Like that's the theory that they have.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Ain't nobody coming from out of town showing up on the south side of Chicago. I'm telling you that
Chicago
right now.
No.
Like I don't even know if the south side of Chicago, they do like periodic loops in Chicago. You know what I mean? Where they'll just like 30 of them would just hop out of a car downtown and run up in the Louis store and take everything that they can carry, hop back in their car and go. Like they've been doing that for years now.
So they already got practice for this shit.
Exactly. Like this is like I don't even know if they know what happened. They just might think it's like a regular like Sunday for them. You know what I'm saying? So
they're like, oh shit, it's that time of the week again.
Oh yeah, like man, this is the biggest largest group we had yet.
Well, what's funny about it is I almost went yesterday, because there's a place by my job where they were doing peaceful demonstrations, and like a friend of mine was like, "Yo, you go into the what do you call it, protest?" And I said, I mean, I do need a new laptop and new sneakers. and I think I could get away with it. I would be a proper protester because I would get there early and I would wait until they smash shit and I'll just walk in and take some stuff and leave. I'll wear a mask.
You know, it's funny. You gonna be the nigga to get caught. Like, see that guy right there by himself. You gonna wait till everybody leaves?
I'll be amongst the other people.
You gonna be like that motherfucker that was in Planet Fitness working out during the riot and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I need to get shredded for these bitches this summer. let me take some time out.
You see, I can't go outside right now because I like to like listen to the orders as far as like wearing your mask and wearing your gloves and stuff. Can you imagine if I'm outside and I know I got a mask and gloves on and I see people running up in the store? That's tempting, bro.
Yeah,
very tempting. They don't know who
nobody's
you are.
gonna know facial recognition. Yo, I got this video I'm gonna show you. They had Batman show up in Philly.
I saw that.
Hey, I'm gonna disable our sharing screen, Mo.
Okay.
Say it again.
Allow me to share a screen. Share my screen.
You should be
It
able
said
to.
host disabled attendee screen sharing. Fix that.
What? Hold on.
You should be able to.
Yeah, fix it.
I don't
It
know.
I can share my screen.
Hold on. You're the host. I'm not the host anymore. Remember?
No, I made you the host.
Okay. So, I don't know.
You might have to make me the host.
Yeah, I forgot. I'll just make you the host. I don't know. Whatever. This is weird. Sorry about these. We having Teddy Riley like difficulties. All right, you the host again. Let's try that again.
I'm the host.
Yeah. See how excited he got.
It doesn't look like I'm the host.
I'm about to hang up on you right now. Finally.
Make host. All right, here you go. You're the host now. I don't know why. Before it would let all of us share the screens. I don't know what the hell
that was goofy. So here's a video. Here's a video of Batman.
Well, the Dark Knight is really rising. I mean, he came out bright daylight.
Yo, this is so funny.
Man, he looked a little shorter than I thought he would. You know? Yo, I feel like this is the purge for real. Like,
it's like the
God. I see somebody dressed like the Joker, like the new Joker that came out.
I saw that.
And if you notice, like at the protest, it's mostly like white people. Mostly like all of those people. Most of those people, except for that one dude at the end, were all white. So, what's weird about it is that there's a lot of people that don't say it, but they have the assumption. You know what I mean? Like when they talk about like welfare and looting and stuff, they have this thing in their minds. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to push the narrative. It's like, yo, it's like, you know, it's a lot of not black people out there breaking stuff. I'm just saying.
It ain't us, man. I see the video where people is just like, yo, what is y'all doing? Like they'll be out there protesting and then just some random white dudes just run up, spray Black Lives Matter on the building and then
break the windows. You saw the guy with the umbrella and they figured out he was a cop or an agent or something like that. Just to incite the riots, because I feel like what they're trying to do is they want to have a reason to institute martial law. As you notice, nobody cares about COVID no more. Everybody just outside protesting or whatever. The government can't control that no more. You know what I'm saying? So now they having people incite riots to give them a reason to bring the military into your town to tell you to stay in. Keenan just told me that they got a curfew in LA.
We had curfew last night. We had curfew last night at 8, and now they made the curfew 6 o'clock.
Yo, they just canceled all the buses and trains in Chicago, and our curfew is from 9 to 6. Only essential workers can go outside.
And Hartford, Connecticut is, I mean, people are protesting, but people aren't looting just yet. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much stay in the house. So I don't give a damn about a curfew or whatever. I mean, but it's just crazy, man. Like that somebody could get killed in Minneapolis, which causes protests throughout the United States, which I think is a good thing that we all need to.
They're doing it over in Africa and London and shit.
Yeah, you're right. They saw something in Arabia where they put up a mural for George Floyd. And I think it's good that we're all protesting at police precincts and let them know you got to start being fair to everybody, especially black folks. You can't just like keep killing us for no reason. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Protest police precincts, whatever. But like stealing from a Target, what the hell Target got to do with George Floyd and Derek, you know what I'm saying? Shoulder.
It's those good deals, son.
That's you know what I mean.
There's no better deal than free.
And the wild thing is, we've been waiting almost like 90 days for businesses to reopen. Now businesses are finally reopening, and now they're being destroyed. So the one thing that keeps rich,
reopen. The Louis and the Gucci store definitely ain't gonna reopen.
You know what I'm saying? But stores like that, they're insured. They got long money. They can bounce back. It's the mom and pop spots, the mom and pop places. You see some of those pictures of black owned businesses. These motherfuckers standing in front of them with AR-14 talking about black owned. Don't try to rob this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do that.
Like we're on your side, son. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like just when Denny's finally opened their dining room, now they're fucking everything up.
Like, come on, man! I was gonna give you
it's
some bottomless pancakes, and here they come with this mess.
But yeah, I can't go to IHOP now. What the fuck? There's another thing I want to show you guys.
I don't know how much this is actually a protest, though. Like, real talk. If you think about everything, right, the entire picture. You got a bunch of people at home, right? Been at home for the last couple months. Ain't been partying, ain't been like gathering and, hanging out with their people for a long time. They probably lost their job. Like almost 30 million Americans is out of work right now. So you at home, you ain't got no job, you frustrated, you broke. You probably don't know when your money gonna come back in, you know what I mean? And when you're in a situation like that and you also like leaning to go back outside, it's the summertime now, it's beautiful outside. Everybody want to get out. And you give them, all you need is a match. You know what I'm saying? To get frustrated people. People gonna go outside and they gonna not only go outside, they're gonna go outside mad and angry and want to tear stuff up. And that's what they on right now. And Target is literally named Target. So
well, it's weird because it almost
that's hilarious.
Like people couldn't even wait though. I mean, as far as like killing, like it's almost like it's like when we start killing, then you're like, oh, we're finally back to normal. Like when we start murdering each other, we're like, oh shit, like we're starting. It must be time to open everything back up now. But there's this thing on Instagram I want to share with you guys again. And this last thing about it.
I want you to know that we have been out here peacefully protesting since noon. Actually, some of us started at 10 and as early as 9:30 in the morning. Every time I try to go live, it goes off. What did you bring these people out here for, sir? Mayor, police chief, why did you bring them out here? Huh? What did you tell them? Did you tell them to hurt us? Did you tell them to bring rubber guns? What did you tell us? If you are not communicating to the citizens, then it is not a partnership. We can't work on this relationship if y'all ain't talking. Why are you sending people out here?
Wait, there's something. Oh, here's the other one. I think this is the one.
This was a peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. It's been happening. People have been protesting since 10 o'clock. Look at this. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hear that shit?
Yeah. I don't think that's Black Lives Matter. I don't think that's
no, they're not.
And she's stopping them from spray painting.
Right. Like, yeah, we out here.
And this is my point. And this is my point. That's a white chick. And black people are like, yo, don't put black lives. And she's telling people, she's like, don't police people. Don't police people and how they express themselves. And they're like, yeah, but wait, listen to what she says.
A black person, if they want you to do that on their behalf, if they don't do it. Bitch, I said don't do it. As a black person, if they want you to pray for them, if they don't pray on their behalf.
Oh, she snapped.
Damn. But that we need more of that, man. Because it's giving us a bad name. It's making it seem like we're the ones doing it, but it's these motherfucking devils that's doing that shit, man. You know?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's this group of white supremacists called the Proud Boys or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are filmed like they're talking to each other. And it's not even like hitting, they dressed up as like Antifa, and they say when people talk to them or ask me anything, they're like, yeah, we represent Black Lives Matter, we represent Antifa, and they the ones busting the windows and spray painting and all this other stuff.
And that's
playing
why,
chess. Like, it's not checkers, man. They playing chess. They out here trying to like destroy their name so they can't move forward.
And that's why it's like, I have white friends. I seem to be the only Black person with white friends, I guess, because none of my Black friends have white friends.
I got a few, man.
And they always keep asking me. They're always like, "Yo, what can I do?" and stuff. And like when and especially it's one of those things where it's like, yo, like white people, y'all have lost the right to be leaders of movements. You can't be movements. You can't be movements and nothing. You can be followers, but you can't be movements and nothing because you don't know how. They're like, oh, I'm gonna bust a cop in his face, and all the Black people are like, no,
what are you doing?
Don't do that. Oh yeah, don't tell me how to express myself. It's like, nigga, you ain't the one that's gonna get pepper sprayed in the mouth. Like,
yeah, and that's GP too. As soon as a cop feels somebody, punch him in the face. Even if he looking at the guy that did it, he gonna shoot the darkest thing around.
Yeah.
Did you guys did you guys see the fat Legolas in Salt Lake City?
So who?
The fat Legolas.
the guy with the bow and arrow?
Yeah, the guy with the bow and arrow.
Oh yeah.
He goes to he goes to the protest. He goes to the protest and he's trying to shoot people with the bow and arrow.
Did anybody get hit?
No, he never got shot off because they tackled him.
It was like 30. Yo, did you see the guy with the sword though?
No, I didn't see that.
Yo, where was that?
I don't know where this was at. Maybe LA, maybe. I'm not sure, but the guy had a sword and he was chasing people, right? White guy chasing people with a sword. He dropped that sword, and when I tell you they left him in a very uncomfortable position, I'm talking about oh man, it's horrible. Like, damn. I got that video if y'all want to see it.
Yeah. If you can share it.
Yeah, share. I'm gonna share the bow and arrow video real quick. Check out this shit.
And then you share next, Jay.
Yeah.
You can.
Check out this shit.
Who the fuck does he think he's in The Walking Dead? Like, you got one bow and arrow and you got 1,000 angry people. That bow, all you're gonna do is piss off the crowd, man. Which is exactly.
You can hit exactly one person.
Yeah. Even if you hit somebody, you still got to deal with. I just hope somebody don't start coming around with like assault weapons, man, because it can get uglier, you know.
Yeah, if they do that, boy, it's gonna be.
Man, all it takes is one person with an AK-47 or something like that, and just start spraying up the crowd. Like,
they fucked that dude. They fucked that dude up though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
did you see the post video? He was like, and these black people.
Yeah. Here he is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so here's the first part. Then they fuck him up, and it's mostly white people fucking him up. By the way.
Your name one more time. Brandon McCormick. He says his car was turned over and set on fire because he yelled, "All lives matter."
No.
What happened?
Wrong.
Well, first I got beat up when I yelled "All lives matter." Then I pulled out weapons, and I got beat up some more. Then cops grabbed me, and my car got totaled. My phone, everything. I lost everything. Coming down here to try to protect them with what weapons I had, because I had to change my life. And I back up the law enforcement. You know, I know some cops are bad. I know some people, all races are bad. Did the police come and rescue you? Or what happened? Finally, when I lost my car, I lost my phone. How badly is your car damaged? Well, I seen it on fire, so it's totaled. And everything I had, $1,000 worth of stuff in my car. And what happened to the people who turned your car? Nothing. I don't know if it got turned over. I just know it got totaled.
Can you ask him, was he in the car when the protesters approached him and tried to flip the car over?
Were you in the car when they turned it over? No, I don't know if they turned it over or not. They beat me up, and the cops came and got me. You were in the car at the time? Yes, and then they torched it. After the cops took me, including my phone. I can't even call for a ride. So I've been talking to these people all the way down here and all the way down here, trying to convince them all lives matter, These cops didn't do it. Some cops are bad. Some cops.
How did you get hurt on your forehead?
Because I yelled out my window. Cops.
Did somebody hit you with something?
Yes, 2 black African Americans.
Look at the line.
I yelled out, "All lives matter."
Yo,
that nigga showed up like he was in Game of Thrones, and he's gonna be like, I'm here to protect the cops with the weapons that I have.
But I like
my sword and my bow and arrow.
Boy was bugging, man.
Well, yo, I like how he said black African Americans as if there's white African Americans.
He's like, yeah, two black guys beat the shit out of
No,
me.
he said
no reason.
black African Americans. That's redundant. African Americans are black.
I was just out here hunting. You know what I'm saying? I was out here hunting niggas, and all of a sudden 2 black dudes just came up and just started beating me up. I don't know what their problem is.
I was in my driving car driving.
Yeah, right. I said, but what is he going to do with that? Yo, there's this game called Days Gone for the PS4, and one of his weapons is a bow and arrow, but you're fighting against zombies. Does he think he's in a video game or something? He think he gonna get some more lives or some shit? Like once he die, he gonna get a chance to come, like spawn back. Like
they was calling him Hawkeye on Twitter.
Yeah, he literally picked the worst Marvel superhero to be.
I know the word. No powers.
Yeah,
that's not Hawkeye. That's Hog Guy because he's fat as a motherfucker. Hey, did you got that video that you want to do?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, let me show the screen right quick. It's crazy too. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Host it to me.
Yeah, they said J.R. Smith.
They say host disabled screen share.
Host disabled screen share. You see?
Can I send it to you on your your Facebook?
Yeah, send it to like an inbox or something. Man. Send a clip to like one of our inboxes, and that'll work.
I'm send it to yours, Mo.
You know the basketball J.R. Smith. There's another video.
Hey, I just gave you the ability to share your screen.
You did? You gave it to me?
Yeah. Everybody can share your screen.
Would you to make him the host now?
No, you just go to security and just click share screen.
Oh, okay. Yo, J.R. Smith, an NBA player, he beat the shit out of somebody trying to vandalize his car. It's on TMZ Sports. All right, here you go. Jay be finding all of it. Actually, Jay helped me kind of build, even though my YouTube channel is still ass, but he told me the one way you can build your social media is to share viral videos. I'm scared to do it because like I used to share like a lot of clips of Corey Holcomb. This motherfucker reported me. Yo,
he bogus.
From Yo Town. I shared because you know the 5150 show, he had some joke about, he was saying how when if a woman is ugly when it rains outside, when it rains, she barks like a dog. And he had like a 2-minute bit doing that. So I just, from a 2-hour show, I cut the 2 minutes.
Wow.
I gave him credit and I shared it. This motherfucker reported it. And, and it was from his email. So it said Corey Holcomb 5150@gmail.com. This nigga petty. So I'm scared to share videos. I don't know what to share. I don't know how you do it, Jay.
All I have to say about that situation is Darlene from 5150 is fine.
Oh yeah, Ice-T's baby mother. Yeah, so go ahead. My bad, Jay. Share the video.
Okay, so check it out. You see the guy right here with the white pants on?
Yeah.
He the one, he got a sword in his hand and he chasing people. They throwing rocks at him, right? So check it out. Let's watch this. That's him screaming.
Yo.
Drop the sword.
And they just beat the shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, these nerds do seriously. They do deserve to get the shit beat out. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh shit! Look at his hand, his face. This motherfucker look like Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings.
He needs to take his Abercrombie and Finch ass.
He looked like he was
back to Malibu.
He looked like he's searching for the precious right now.
Wait, where is he? Where was that video taken?
I don't know. I forgot where it was. Let me look it up again. But man, they left that boy uncomfortable. He wasn't comfortable nowhere.
He just needed the bottom of a mic stand to the face.
Man, they hit him with a brick and they hit him with a skateboard. The wheels on a skateboard in the back of his head.
He another nigga that think he in Walking Dead. Niggas got bow and arrows and swords and shit.
But I will say,
let's just hope the guns don't come out.
They said it was in Dallas, so it was in Dallas.
Okay.
I will say that
That's an open carry
skateboards are
state.
making a comeback during this riot, though.
Oh yeah. A couple more.
Every video I see when people getting fucked up is skateboards. Skateboards just fucking people up.
Kick push, baby.
Yeah.
Lupe Fiasco, kick push. Man, I'm telling you, like it's crazy to even see this because I'm just always waiting for stuff to get better. It's like, okay, you know, your boy got impeached. All right, he found not guilty. Then the COVID stuff happened. And then we're like, all right, you know, COVID is starting to wrap up. And then here come this stuff, man. It's like, when is it going to get better?
I don't know.
Every time something bad happens, we're like, yo, it can't get any worse. You remember the memes that came out when COVID first came out and they were showing like Godzilla attacking like Seattle and stuff. And they're like, oh, it can't get any worse. And then it's like that. And it's like, oh shit, it got worse. So now it's like, bro,
it's crazy.
You know who excited about all this bullshit though right now? We can all relate. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses happy about this shit.
Oh, you already know.
It's like the tribulation. We seeing murder hornets. That's the pestilence. We seeing fires. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What happened to the murder hornets? I thought we were supposed to worry about them.
What about the aliens? Did y'all
the aliens?
The aliens, right?
Aliens, murder hornets. We seeing pestilence. You know, the greater love is cooling off. Like, you know, the Jehovah's Witnesses coming on the oh, come on, tribulation. Woo!
This is the year. Boy, they gonna be. Boy, you know they happy. It's crazy for them.
Oh, they happy.
Stuff like
you know, your religion is fucked up when you're happy when the world is getting bad. You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
That's some sadistic. That's some sick, masochistic shit, huh?
How is it like your religion performs the best when things are going their worst? When people were like, yeah, the world's gonna end in 1975, they had their biggest growth. They're like, yo, it's over. It's a wrap for us. And everybody joined. And then after September 11th, everybody joined again. You know what I mean? Like they had their biggest spikes during the worst of human
Probably 2012. 2012 was like an end of the world. But that's something that everybody believed.
No one gave a fuck about 2012.
Not witnesses, but I bet you it was in the back of their mind though. But like right now, it's just so much crazy shit that's just going on. You know what I'm saying? I bet you like I could just imagine how those meetings are going, man. That shit is
right now they're all on Zoom.
Yeah, of course.
So
I can just see it now. I just want to get into one Zoom meeting. I bet you just whoever like the whoever holding the meeting is gonna get on like, see, told y'all. I told you. And like that's what you just gonna say for the first 5 minutes. Just I told you so.
Yo, we got a Zoom bomb a Kingdom Hall meeting. We gotta pretend like we want to come back in and just go in there, just keep the camera off.
Facts.
Keep the camera, put like a troll picture up or something like that.
It's weird because I did this. I did Godfrey's podcast the other day or last week, and I talked all about being like a Jehovah's Witness and stuff. And it's funny because sometimes you don't know like who reacts to things because everything reacts to things differently. And like in the comment section of the YouTube, like some people were saying that I was lying about stuff. And someone even said, they say, what, like, he's like, they're like, 60% of what he said was a lie. He's just bitter. Like, he's like, he sounds like one of those bitter people that got kicked out or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's, each level of fucked upness is unique to the situation.
Yeah.
People try to act like that everybody is the same, but there's like fucked up shit that happens on different levels in different parts of the world. So it's like my experience might not be your experience, but it's still like the fact that it happened is fucked up. And the reason it sounds unbelievable is because it's not normal. That's what it is. It's not supposed to happen.
You don't know how long I was a Jehovah's Witness and I felt like I was weird. Like it was something wrong with me. You know what I mean? Because I used to just look at stuff and be like, you know how everybody used to be, oh man, this is great. Oh, we got the opportunity to go out of field service and clean the hall and, you know, go to the assembly. I'm like, yo, am I the only one that's like, yo, this is whack?
This is bullshit.
Like, really? real talk. Like, come on, man. Am I really? What's wrong with me? Like, how am I not seeing?
Like, why are you happy to be a slave? I clean up your house and do it for free there, boss. I do all the construction work and the quick build for free. Yes, sir. I'm so happy.
I never forget, we was building our Kingdom Hall, and my father was in construction, and he brought me, and he was just, everybody was so happy to go. And at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, how much money we getting for this? Cause I was thinking I was gonna get like some money for this because we was working. He said, "No, we did that for Jehovah." I was so mad, boy. I was like, man, do you know how many screws I screwed into the wall?
Well, I mean, it's weird. Oh, you want to hear a fucked up story I did? So one time, because I lived in the Dominican Republic, I was a missionary in the Dominican Republic for 10 years. And one time, I was a single young man when I was in the Dominican Republic, and the people that I was with, I didn't like. You know what I mean? Like my congregation, like most of the people in my congregation, I didn't get along with. It's one of those things where it's like you have hobbies, you know, Jay, when you like read books and you want to talk to other people about the books you read, and they're like, oh no, I only read the Watchtower and stuff. You're like, yo, how come all of you are bogus? They make you feel like shit when you try to be like smart. When you try to be like smarter, they try to make you feel like shit.
Yeah, they shun knowledge.
And they're like, no, well, I spend all my time reading. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, so I remember one time we were supposed to paint the hall, and they told us at a certain time that we were supposed to be there like at 9 a.m, and I was the only one there and no one else showed up. So I painted the whole front of the hall by myself.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was mad at me because I like spilt paint on the sidewalk and
you did it incorrect in the mud.
And it wasn't even and shit. Like it was, and I was just like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I just like went home. Everyone showed up and they tried to act like they were all pissed and shit at me. I ended up getting in trouble for it too. Like I couldn't give talks and stuff for a while or anything because I had like a bad attitude. But I was like, yo, all of y'all are pieces of shit.
Right, like yo, even though it was
all of y'all are pieces of shit.
Even though it was messed up, you got it for the free 99, man. Like what you expect?
Yo, the punishment is funny though. Like, cause say if you're like a ministerial servant or whatever, you're passing around the mic, or your job is to clean up the hall after or mow the grass. If they say we're going to punish you, so we're going to take away your privileges is to be a slave. It's like you actually doing me a favor saying I don't got to cut this grass in this heat. That's kind of like, remember in Coming to America when Arsenio Hall was pretending like he was the king. And then once Joffrey was like, I'm going to punish you. You will be bathed. You will be bathed by the bathers. You know what I'm saying? Be fed by them. He was like, okay. I like that punishment. You know what I'm saying? You give me a punishment that actually makes my life easier because I don't want to cut this grass anyway, you know?
It depends on how you've been conditioned though.
Yeah, both of you guys were born into it. That's
some
amazing.
People having privilege and stuff in the religion is very, very important. I don't know if it was that way for you, but for some people it's very, very important because that's all that everyone talked about. So it was like a disgrace for you to but I mean, it's like I was always getting in trouble for stuff.
Yo,
I was always getting in trouble for being myself. Always.
Yo, Keenan, like so many witnesses I met, because like I said, I came into it by choice at the age of 12. I mean, I broke the story down, whatever. But, you know, I was just a young kid seeking answers, and there was some older people that, quote unquote, had answers for me. But like all the other, like 12-year-old witness kids that was born into it, all them cats was drinking, smoking, doing stuff on the low. And I was the only one that was trying to be real about it. But I was getting a lot of, quote unquote, worldly influences from people that was born into the shit. That's what's crazy.
That's because nobody believed it. That's the thing. Nobody really believes it.
I really did. I really believed it. It took me to go to college.
That's because you're a sucker.
Nah, it's you know
nobody,
what I mean?
I'm telling you, most people that are born in, nobody believes it.
Yo, it's not that I'm a sucker. It's not even that. It's the fact that you know, I come from Baptist, and all Christian religions have similarities. You understand what I'm saying? The witnesses, they're just very thorough at explaining what they believe with their publication. So if you have a young mind, you understand it's easy to show, like, and you can a witness that's versed at it can show you all these verses and back up their stuff with their material, then to you it makes sense. You know, even though you're not comparing it to anything else, but that's pretty much what it was. But once I started going to college and I started hearing about 5%ers and Islam and just all the other religions, I was like, man, this is some bullshit. And then the whole time I was doing it, when I saw like all the hypocrisy within the religion, I was really trying to do it. I just never felt love. I never felt that. It all felt phony. It all felt phony.
What hypocrisy did you see, Mo?
Hypocrisy. People telling me, oh, you shouldn't, wait until you're married or whatever, or wait until you're married to date, or I needed a certain amount of field service hours to date this chick, but that chick dating some dude in the hood. I found out she fucking with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like situations like that. It's just a lot of people saying certain things, but not really like showing true to what it is that they're saying.
So check it out.
It's like countless examples, man. Yeah?
This is how it was for me. Like I believed it, right? Like I believed in it and whatever. But at the same time, I knew me. Like I felt like God made a mistake when he made me. He made me an obviously worldly person and put me in Jehovah's Witness family, Like he created me to be destroyed. And I just accepted that because I tried several times to actually be a good witness and it never worked out. Like it always went bad. I remember like a lot of people in my hall, and like you were saying earlier, like losing your privileges. So, me and this girl was like messing around or whatever. And eventually she wanted to go talk to the elders or whatever. And I denied everything. She denied like a little bit. She just said like we doing some inappropriate touching. I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. And we was able to like I didn't get in that much trouble, but they did take away my privileges. You know what I mean? My quote unquote privileges. And I'm just like, man, I didn't want to hold them mics anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to hate having to hold mics. I got a little ADD. I don't be paying attention that much. Maybe like the brother call on somebody and I be holding the mic and then I won't notice that they pointed to him. I'm like, oh man, So I hated it. Like I hated it or whatever, right? But at the same time, since I felt like I was a witness and I was not an actual witness, like I didn't feel like one on the inside. I actually hated everything I was supposed to love, and I loved all the stuff I was supposed to hate. I just was like, forget it. I'm just gonna live my life. If I'm gonna get destroyed anyway, I'm gonna live my best life. And I drank, I smoked, I banged chicks. I did it all. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing what a normal human being does. It's not like you're out here raping people and murdering people and doing all this. You're enjoying like everyday average life. So what if you smashing and drinking and whatnot? You raising a family, you got wife and kids and stuff like that. You're not a criminal or anything like that, So it's crazy, like how this crazy high level of standard that you have to be a part of those people. And most of them don't even believe that shit. They're just doing it. They've been doing it so long. That's just all they know,
Well, what's interesting about that is that for me, it never really like got to that point. And this is what makes it tough because I just wanted to be like creative. You know what I mean? Like I was like nerdy and stuff. So I had interest in like making movies. I started doing stand-up comedy at a young age and all that stuff. And I wanted to be like in the school play and like the band and like all that shit. But people actually made me feel bad for stuff. Like I made a movie once and like people from my church came and they were offended. So they had me in the back room to try to tell me how I abused them. I abused them emotionally.
Wow.
And how they felt like I betrayed them and all that stuff. So then when it got to the point of me getting this fellowship for sex, they did the same thing. They were like, well, how do you think Jehovah feels about you? And it's like, nigga, I don't give a shit. Like I literally was like, you when I came to the DR, you guys were gunning for me to fail from the jump. Like as soon like I didn't get along with most of y'all.
Yo,
because legit a lot of y'all didn't like me.
Big facts.
Yo,
so all this love and shit. So it got to point because when you get to fellowship, they do that follow-up meeting. Like they come by your house to ask you whether you're going to the meetings and stuff. Did that happen to you, Jay?
No, they didn't do that to me. I just
so what they do, they'll come to your house and they'll follow up. They'll follow up and they'll be like,
they wanted me out though. Like they wanted me like to not come back. They're like,
yeah,
coming back again.
but they'll go follow up, and I'm like, "Are you going to the meetings?" Like they'll try to ask you, and you're like, "No." And like once you like say that, like they don't have anything to say. Like they can't say anything. They're just like, "Oh well." Like once you get to the point where like, "Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a shit about this."
They're dream killers. Like I used to be a comic book artist. Like I used to draw my ass off.
Bro, I can draw too. I didn't know you could draw.
Oh yeah, yo, you know me. We share the same last name. I think I told you that before too. I mean, Green is my father's last name, but Scott is my actual last name too.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep. But yeah, I used to always draw comics since I was a little kid. And once I came in contact with the witnesses, you know, if you got any type of interest outside of the Kingdom Hall, they're either going to try to divert you to Bethel to use that skill, or they're going to tell you to stop it all together. So, you know, comics, they got violence, they got kissing, they got action. I used to draw all that stuff. We don't think Jehovah would be happy with these drawings that you're doing, but maybe you can draw something for Bethel and show pictures of biblical things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? So now I got I'm a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid. I got 40 or 50-year-old adults literally diverting my dreams, man, making me feel bad about what I'm doing. That shit is almost like being molested or being raped. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're literally polluting my mind and diverting me into like they're taking away my innocence and making me not want to do it. So I quit drawing like by the time I was 18, 22, 23 years ago. How good would I be if I stayed with that, if I stuck with that? I could still draw a little something, but I draw like an 18-year-old. I don't draw like a 41-year-old. But it's just crazy. That's one of the worst things you can do when you see a young child that knows what they want to do creatively and you take that shit from them. You know what I'm saying? That's why we respect Kenan and the fact that, you know, despite the witness opposition, he wanted to do films and he stuck with it. So, you know what I'm saying? I kudos to that. But I didn't have a parent or nothing. It was just me, dolo, by myself, you know?
Why would you do such a thing?
I told you, because it made sense. I was curious about death. And I was always like a logical kid, and witnesses have pseudo logic, so it just worked out for me. You know what I mean? I was always a talkative, preachy motherfucker. Even my grandfather's a preacher. You understand? It's in my blood. You know?
See, that all come from like that's that whole like that control thing that they have. You know, like if you got a talent, right? If they can't monetize that talent for themselves, they need you not to explore it, because anything that you do is going to take you away from quote unquote Jehovah if you like proceed with it. If you're a good artist, right? And you get a job working for Marvel, or you get a job working for DC or something like that, where you got to put in all these hours, you're going to get rewarded for your talent and stuff like that. But you're going to have to dedicate and sacrifice time, energy, and effort to put yourself in a position where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're doing that, you're not at the Kingdom Hall. And if you're not at the Kingdom Hall, you're not getting that constant brainwashing that they give to people to keep them coming back. You know what I mean? Like for years, I didn't believe in it, but I had certain like beliefs within me as far as like, I believed that the religion was right. I believed Jehovah was Jehovah and the governing body had our best interests at heart and all that good stuff. And there was just something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. But at the same time, like I said, I just was trying to just live the best life I could, but it still took away from me. Like I just realized the other day, I've never won a trophy in my life. And I've always liked to play sports. My entire life, I love playing sports. Never won a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't benefit the organization for anybody to go and play professional basketball or football or anything. It'll be nice for them, for the individual, but if they can't monetize it, they lose you. And if they lose you, they lose your potential family. They lose your future offspring. They lose all that potential revenue from you as a member. So yeah, that's all about, it's robbing people. It's robbing people. They're very like life and talent, but
but it's a lot of famous people, like they talked about it that came from the witnesses or that are still provided for them, like Prince at one time. Like I think Damon Wayans is still into it. That's weird to me that he still goes to assemblies and shit.
Well,
Marquez Houston, like
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams, right?
This is the thing about that stuff that I don't agree with when it comes to celebrity. So it's exactly what Jay said. They can benefit from celebrities being Jehovah's Witnesses. That's why they let celebrities do whatever they want. Right. I remember when I was in the DR, there was friends of mine that said that they would go to, after the district convention, they would go to the Williams' sister's house for a party that they would have after like Wimbledon or whatever the big thing, whatever the big tennis match in 4 days, right? And a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, was like, "Yeah, we used to go to their parties after the assemblies," and I was like,
"What?
But aren't they?" I'm like, "But isn't Serena like fucking Common?" And they're like, and like he couldn't say shit to me. He was like, "What did they?" Well, he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Serena is literally having sex with Common."
She was passed around in the industry. She was been with a few different people.
Like she's literally only dating famous worldly guys.
Yeah.
And I was literally, and this is when I was like still like good. I was like, I don't see how so many witnesses can justify going. They're obviously bad associate. Like I don't understand how you guys can be like, oh, I'm going to go to their house after the district event. They're obviously bad association.
Is she baptized?
No,
right?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
No, she's not baptized.
That's like the most basic part of being like,
you know what it is?
Not even devout enough to get baptized.
You know what it is, though, right?
Facts. Yeah.
And that's
when you are a big money provider, like Prince. Come on, look at Prince when he was into it. He still had makeup. He had his little perm. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't doing his sexual music. But if you look at that man, that effeminate man with figure skating outfit on, like come on, and
his
tight,
butt cheeks out
with the tight clothes, because you know you talked about this before, Jay, about witnesses they get on you about having tight jeans. Prince was damn near wearing leotards. You understand what I'm saying? But it's that money, man.
He probably to raise his hand to give answers. He probably raised his hand like this.
Yeah. When you're donating millions of dollars to the organization per year, man. Hey, what you drinking on? Some scotch?
Bourbon.
Damn. Oh, I thought that's a pint.
Nah, it's bigger than. It might be a pint.
Damn. Tomorrow I'm gonna be 1 year sober, man.
Oh, word up.
My goal was to lose 50 pounds, and I haven't lost shit. I probably lost like 5 pounds because I'm not drinking, but I'm eating horribly. But I don't want to get off track.
50 pounds, probably.
Hey, Bo, join my live again.
Okay.
But
how tall are you, Jay? I was curious about that.
6 foot.
Oh yeah, you got me by an inch because I'm 5'11", but I weigh 260 pounds, man.
Oh man, I'm a little heavier than you. I'm 270.
Oh, I was up to almost 280. I was there. But yeah. we wear it well because it's people that's our height that weigh that look like different body types. They be like this. Oh. Yo, I was doing the math. Like at one point, I was the heaviest player in the NBA was 281 pounds, Zion Williams, and I was 280. Like
muscle though too though.
Yo, what do you be eating, Mo?
I eat a lot of sweets. That's my thing. I eat a lot. I like ice cream. I like pie. You know, cakes.
You like sour candies?
No, I'm not a big candy guy. I'm more of a I like ice cream and cake, ice cream and pie, or ice cream and cake. That's my thing. Cookies, potato chips.
First of all, which one? Red Vines or Twizzlers? Which ones do you guys like the best?
I never heard of Red Vines, so I'm gonna go Twizzlers. But Twizzlers is whack though.
Yeah, I don't like Twizzlers or Red Vines.
Twizzlers is like candy. It's like freaking candle wax. It's like flavored candle wax. That's exactly what it is.
Twizzlers.
But the original Twizzlers, like the strawberry ones, taste like plastic. But when it comes to like the tropical ones, they taste a little bit better. But give me some was it like not Laffy Taffy? Is it Laffy Taffy? Yeah, give me some Laffy Taffy. I'm good with those.
Big on like candy for the most part. It's only like a couple I like. Like I like Skittles and I like Airheads. You know what I'm saying?
Airheads. That's what I meant to say. Not Laffy. The Airheads is banging. I like how they dissolve. And I like Reese's peanut butter cups. I like Payday candy bars is my favorite candy bar. I love Snickers. I love a Payday.
But I don't like a full bar of Snickers. I like the little the
mini ones. Right? Now when you eat the Snickers,
too much. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna sound kind of gay, so I'm gonna say pause before. Do you eat it like straight, or do you peel it in half and then eat the nougat first, and then the caramel and the chocolatey part, nuts part second? Pause.
It's gonna sound even gayer. I eat that whole thing, player.
I don't know. I gotta break it in. I gotta separate the nougat from the nut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
He's like, I know this is gonna sound gay. Do you like putting the nuts in your mouth first, or do you like putting chaff in your mouth?
I do that with Twix too. When I eat a Twix, I take all the caramel off. I eat the caramel first, then I eat the chocolate around the cookie, then I scrape the chocolate off the bottom of the cookie, then I eat the cookie last.
Hey, that's too much work, man.
That's how I eat it. I don't know why. I'm weird
sounds like he gets naked when he eats candy.
Sound like you pull out like a butter knife and a fork, and he just like
he eats it while he's taking a bubble bath. He's like, woo, it's been a long day.
Or sometimes when I eat
ever have an assistant, boy, your assistant gonna be pissed off. You're like, bring me the Skittle, bring me the Twizzler without the inside. Just bring me 15 minutes later.
You ever see the Twizzler, like the inside Twizzler, like the tube?
Yeah,
the tube version. Those are all right. I like the stringy Twizzlers.
Man, I hate Twizzlers.
Twizzlers is whack. Twizzlers is whack. And what else? Candy corn is ass. Is horrible. Black licorice.
Nobody eats candy corn except for Amish people.
What else? Don't you hate, like, you know what I'm saying, when y'all never did Halloween, so I can't even relate this to you. Have you ever secretly, have any of y'all ever secretly gone trick or treating when y'all was young?
No, trick or treating's dumb. But I go to the parties. I go to the parties now.
Oh yeah, because I just hate when you got like a bowl of candy and they got like the whack, like they'll have Milky Ways in there, Mounds.
Nobody eats Mounds except
you know what I'm saying. You need some peanuts or something in candy. You can't just eat a plain chocolate or just Hershey bar.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
some of these candies they needed to leave back in World War II. Like some of these candies were only made because there was a shortage of ingredients.
Oh, like Werther's Original. That's an elderly candy. You had to be born in the 1930s if you're gonna give somebody some Werther's. Just hard.
Werther's is diabetes is a diabetic's friend.
Horrible, man. Horrible.
Hey, you know them candies, and it's like they all pills. It's like a string of just a bunch of pills.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Funny story. My mother used to not let us get those because she said it's like a gateway to like popping pills. Like that candy, because it's shaped like a pill and look like a pill, even though it's sugar, it's a gateway to like.
Right, like the candy cigarettes. I remember the candy cigarettes, right?
I remember those. Yeah.
I know your parents ain't let y'all fuck with that, but my mother, I used to eat whatever. I just go to the store and buy it or steal it.
What's the purpose of candy cigarettes, though? I never understood.
It just, I don't think they exist anymore. It just looks like cigarettes, but it's a gateway. You know, it teaches you to get used to that motion. So when it comes to the real thing, you're familiar with it. So I do believe
like
that.
A little puff of smoke come out.
Puff
of sugar come out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Those two kids. That don't make no sense.
Oh yeah.
But it was crazy being a Jehovah's Witness. Like I remember I used to love RoboCop, right? Now, of course I couldn't watch it. But I was a toy, and my pops, he bought me the toy, but I didn't get to open it because he opened it. He took the gun and the bazooka out and just gave me like the man in the helmet. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the gun though.
So you got a cop with no weapons.
Yeah, I had RoboCop out here, no pistol on him.
You had RoboCop on administrative leave.
Straight up.
you had desk RoboCop. I mean, I remember I really couldn't play with Super Soakers, but I eventually took my neighbor's Super Soaker and was playing with that for a little bit and couldn't get G.I. Joes, couldn't get X-Men toys.
Oh wow.
But
I remember we was having a water fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was gonna have a water party. Like a bunch of people gonna come over. We are gonna bring out the hose, and we had, instead of water guns like Super Soakers, it was like these things you pull them like this, fill them up with water, and you got like one squirt. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. So we bought a bunch of those, and I remember I bought like some balloons. I wasn't even really looking at them. And the balloons, since they were water balloons, they looked like little grenades. When you blow them up, it looked like grenades. My mother made me throw them all away. No, my pops made me throw them all away.
No fun.
That's so dumb.
Like Jehovah's Witnesses, their initials should literally be NFL, no fun league.
No fun.
Or NFR, no fun religion.
Come
Like
on.
anything that brings you any type of joy or fun, they just don't let you do it. The one thing I used to hate about the witnesses when they used to have the sports gatherings, they were very competitive when it come to basketball, football, baseball, that type of shit. But this is the thing, whenever there was like a basketball game or a baseball gathering, they would always make like one extremely dominant team of clear athletes to destroy, and then a bunch of the rejects on the other side. They would never split it up. I was pretty athletic, but I was always on the reject side, so I was one of the better players. And they would always dominate and never switch the teams up.
No,
they get mad.
It was the borderline. It was the borderline witness team and all the spiritual people on one team.
Yeah.
And the borderline team just smashed the people that spent all their time reading the Watchtower.
And the thing, I remember one time we was playing baseball and it was like co-ed. And this one girl, doing underhand pitches, she like struck out, and then like one of the brothers was like, "Oh no, she's the weaker vessel. She can get as many strikes as she likes." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I think I struck out, and you're out. You know what I'm saying? I did 3 and I was out, and I was pissed because I used to play baseball as a kid, but I couldn't hit no damn softball. I just forgot how to hit. Here they letting this heifer get 17 strikes.
But they called her a weaker vessel to her face.
Literally said that. Literally, they said, and they got that condescending, like William Shatner way. She is the weaker vessel, so she can get as many strikes as she. Who teaches witnesses to talk that way? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The governing body.
It don't matter where you could be in Africa, China, even in whatever language you speak, you're gonna sound like that. Dude said the rules that up, what's up, mama?
As soon as I found out about their little secret book, the in the Flock book.
I had that book.
Oh, Kenan knows. Kenan was an elder, man.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
He had that mess.
Yeah, Kenan was an elder in that book. That's what was amazing. Kenan, like the way he left, I feel like it's weird. Like, I mean, I understand why you left, but your story is like you weren't conflicted about beliefs. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like me, it just didn't make no sense.
Well, the thing as a person, I'm a very matter-of-fact person.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out since then that I'm not really emotionally attached to things that are not important to me. If that makes sense. Like, I care about my family. I really like, I love my family and all that stuff. But when it comes to like if you don't give a fuck, about me, I don't give a fuck about you. Right. It doesn't matter who you are. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I'm like, who are you to tell me that I don't love my God and stuff? You don't give a fuck about me. When was the last time you invited me over to your house for some coffee? Never, nigga. So don't fucking say shit about what I like and what I don't like.
All right.
Get out of my face.
I'm about to cut this up for a video. that outtake is fucking hilarious. I wanted to ask you, because both of your brothers, now that you guys left the religion, do any of you believe in any type of higher? I know you're not religious, nothing like that, but do you believe in a higher power or something of that nature? Like, you don't got to go too deep, but I'll start with Jay. Like, what is it that you believe in as far as a hope beyond this life or this thing that we see going on here?
Well, I mean, I look at the evidence and I don't really see like a higher power. I think that if there is, right, let's say we were created, because there's certain things in science. Like I've actually like taken the time and looked up like evolution, right? And it's it's convincing. You know what I mean? There are certain things that they don't know. And just because you don't know nothing don't mean like, hey, okay, that means God did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't know, there is a possibility that it could be something else. Like, what if there's just an advanced alien species who have the ability to build things the same way we can build cars and stuff? They can build things using biological material.
Yeah, that's deep.
Like, on a very large and a very small level. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you look at the human body, we have an engine, our heart, we have a computer, our mind, and we have like the oil, which is like our blood and water, stuff like that. And it all works together for us to be what we are. Now, as far as consciousness, right? as far as consciousness and like and soul and what like that, we run mostly off of chemicals. You know what I'm saying? Like chemicals is like make you emotional and anything else. Like
it's all chemical. Yep.
Just because they have a chemical imbalance. You know what I'm saying? So we're machines almost. So I could be like, okay, well, we might have a designer, but that don't mean I gotta hate gay people, or that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, or I shouldn't work on the 7th day, or it doesn't confirm that the Bible is real. It doesn't confirm that the God can accept prayers, or we can talk to him, or that he knows about anything that's going on this planet. Because if I created life one place, I'd be like, all right, well, let me go do it someplace else now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them do what they do, and I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
Just because you make something doesn't mean you have to pay attention, or you make something and you keep it moving. And I actually like that theory. So it could be a race of beings that they just like creating shit and keeping it moving. You know what I'm saying? But we want to make ourselves feel. I forget what the word is, but it's like we have like delusions of grandeur. We want to feel special in this big universe, so we want to think, oh, it's this one thing out of these trillions and trillions of stars and shit that only specifically cares about us. Why can't it be just like a group of beings that just putting shit out there and just constantly creating and not really caring? Actually, that makes more sense to me, because things like, you know, as far as like they say the sun shines on the wicked as well as the righteous. You know, good or bad things happen to good people or whatever, happen all the time. So if that's randomly happening, I'm more comforted in knowing that it's just beings just creating shit and not really paying attention, than to think that there's some compassionate, like benevolent being that's just watching us, you know what I mean, and allowing all this bad shit to happen. I'm more comforted in knowing that they're doing stuff randomly than just watching like all this bullshit happen. Because if it's like that, I might as well just go out and be a murderer and just be crazy, you know, and be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If my God gonna think that way, fuck it. Why don't I just be that way? You know, and I'd rather not think that way, you know?
But you know what it is more than anything else, like when it comes to people in general, we have a hard time not knowing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta know everything.
If it's something that we don't have an answer to, even if at the end of the day we gotta create our own answer, we will do that. And we'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's like the further we get along in history, the less gods we have. Like you remember back?
Yeah, that's true.
When everything first started, everybody had a god. It was like everybody worshipped everything. People worshipped thunder. People worshipped the sun. People worshipped the stars and the clouds. But as more technology expands, the more we actually learn and know about the world, the less gods it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And gods pretty much only exist now in portion to where it's like, we don't know what created us, or we don't know if we were created. So God, you know, boom.
Yeah.
That's human beings coming up with an answer for
trying to fill in the blanks.
Exactly. So
it's also convenience too, because a lot of things are honed more towards what fits and what makes whoever comes up with it comfortable, and then they try to get everyone else to follow suit.
Facts. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Because as long as they can control people, get people to fight their wars, get people to believe that if they sacrifice themselves, they're gonna have a good afterlife, get people to give them money every week in church.
That's the big one right there. Yeah. Convince the motherfuckers to work for you to make your life easy.
Exactly.
That's the big one right there. Yep.
And the greatest way to do that is to threaten death.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not just death, torture.
Torture. Yeah. You know, death is like the fear of death is literally taught.
Yeah.
Like if nobody ever taught human beings that death was a bad thing, if we would never taught this world would be totally different. It would be totally different. The only natural fears that a child, and I told Keenan this before, the only natural fear that a child has is a fear of noises, loud noises, and a fear of heights. That's the only fear that's innate. Everything else is literally taught. You know, as far as death, they, you know, thinking, oh, you're going to go to hell, you're going to go this, you're going to go that. As far as what I believe, one thing I do believe is that energy can't be created nor destroyed. It just changes shape, and it's been proven time and time again. You know what I'm saying? And your consciousness comes from your energy. So what I'm thinking is, I had to be something before I came here. So what makes me so special that it stops once I pass away? So I'm comforted in knowing it might be something else. Maybe it's reincarnation. Maybe my essence goes into whatever. But that's just the belief that I choose to personally have. That makes me comforted in life. Like if I thought all this shit just ended, it was black, after this is over, to me, life would be depressing. It would be meaningless for me personally. This is all we have. So I choose to be comforted in knowing that I was something before I came here. I'm gonna be something else. Who knows what that's gonna be? But let me enjoy this motherfucker right now for this moment until I get to that point. Because we know energy can't be created or destroyed. So my energy is gonna go somewhere else. My matter is gonna go somewhere else. You know, it's been scientifically proven. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? As far as religion, I just believe in vibration. I believe like once you start taking ownership of your own personal universe and the choices that you make, your whole life will fucking change. When you start taking, we all over 30 years old, so you are in a position in life, and you got to this point because of the choices that you made. So if you want different things to happen in the future, you got to make different choices. It's that simple, and that's the religion. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal religion. Make different decisions if you want different things to happen in life. You know?
That's what's up, brother.
Mm-hmm. About you, Keenan?
I'm
trying to get this bag.
Yeah, that's it. I
believe in his bag.
Keenan don't, you know, it's funny. Keenan don't like talking about religion like that. He really don't. He was so deep in that shit.
I do believe in God, but I've spent years and years studying and researching stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm just all about because money, because it's money that people give a fuck about.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
That's it.
It's a song by James Taylor called Woodstock. And basically he says we're star children because they say the same atoms that compose us and like the same matter is the same matter that are in stars. You know, and the main purpose of a star is to shine. You understand what I'm saying? So while you're on Earth, you should shine, meaning express any type of art form or any type of positive, whatever it is that you do as much as possible. If you're not doing that, you know what I'm saying? You're not shining. That, to me, that's like the only major sin. Not showing your great skill, whether it's drawing, whether it's comedy or what have you. So that's the whole point. Find out whatever it is that you're good at in life, and you try to do that to the best of your ability, and you'll be that star that you came from. I know it's kind of goofy, it's kind of silly, but you know what I mean. It makes me not feel like suicidal or fucking homicidal, or you know what I mean. Like that's my own personal philosophy of religion.
You know what, bro? And I feel that. I just think that you should never like really underestimate how amazing life is, though. You know, like even if like you die, right, and it's nothing after that, it really shouldn't be nothing you should be scared of, because you got to remember there was a time where you didn't exist. How did you feel then?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly though. Oh, yeah, okay, you didn't exist in this form. Okay, I get what you're saying. Right. In this form, yeah, because you know we existed as something else though. You was a sperm cell, you was an egg, right. You was the food. None of that. You was the food that your parents. Yeah, oh no, you can't remember it, but
exactly.
I see what you're saying. You didn't exist in this form. Yeah.
And at no point was there any discomfort. You know what I'm saying? No discomfort at all. Like, you didn't even feel discomfort until you started living life. Mm-hmm. And you fell down the first time, and you bumped your head the first time. That's the first time you ever actually felt discomfort. So, to even if your life ended and nothing else happened after that, you shouldn't feel any discomfort. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be worried about any discomfort or fear. You should be worried now about, like, because I feel it's everybody's job to leave the world a better place than they found it.
You gotta shine, I mean? Like I said.
Yeah, you gotta shine. You gotta like what the Jehovahs Witnesses doing is so disgusting on so many levels, because it's like they're literally robbing the earth. You're robbing people of their talent, but how many of the next LeBron James that came through as Jehovah's Witnesses and never got to reach their full potential? How many artists? How many singers? How many like people, doctors and amazing like pilots and stuff that could have really push the world forward, you know what I mean?
Or politicians,
technology scientists, like the person who created cancer. What if he was a Jehovah's Witness and he was told not to go to college? You know what I'm saying? Like the pushing forward of humanity itself is being robbed by this organization and organizations like it. So, so we shouldn't really have a fear of death. We should just stay conscious of the life that we have. You know, like.
While we have
because, like I say, I don't think anything will happen after I die. I just hope that I put my kids in the best position for them to be successful, for their future generation that's coming after them. And I hope that I leave my mark on the world and make it better. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's deep.
That's what it is, man. Like you should never feel like, even if it's nothing after you die, that your life is meaningless or what we doing every day is meaningless. Like, especially us as comedians, we got the best job in the world, bringing laughter and happiness to people. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing better than going in a room and you kill it on your set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that euphoria you feel, people just laughing, and you took a room of regular people and you brought them joy. They came for joy, they came for happiness, and you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that, it moves me as a human, and it's addictive and it feels good.
Oh, very much so.
And we should, yeah, man, don't ever feel death, man, because it's gonna happen whether you want it to or not.
It's gonna happen.
So just live this life to the best of your ability, man, no matter what.
Yeah, that's some good word. It actually made me feel good. Now I see why you got 80, 90,000 people watching you, following you.
They like the videos, bro.
Hey, man. You get it in, man. You get it. I haven't been on your YouTube page in a while because I be producing my own shit, but you got some great content, man. Great content, man.
Thanks, man. I started my own comedy channel now because I'm working on my special, my 1 hour comedy special.
Yeah.
And yo, this COVID stuff is putting a wrench in my joint.
Oh, because you got no audience, no real audience to perform in front of them. So that shit is tough, man.
I got the material, like, because remember you were telling me, I got that from you, to just have 6 killer 10-minute sets. You know what I'm saying? I got it. Like I feel like I got it, but
but you have to test it.
Yeah,
you gotta test it for the audience.
I swear to God, my set is like the best thing in the world, but I give performance in front of an audience and they be only kind of sort of laughing.
Yeah.
Like, man, I thought that would kill. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, because I make music too. Like in your mind, you think in rhythm, but then when you try to put that beat behind it, you're like, oh shit, I gotta go back and I gotta work it out. So
right.
Yeah, you just need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to get in front of them audiences. That's the only way. Until you get to the point you can say that whole hour like the back of your hand. But the one thing to let you know you really got it, because not every hour gonna go smooth. You're gonna get sidetracked, somebody gonna derail you. You understand what I'm saying? That crowd work gonna come in. But so somebody might take you off track, but you gotta remember how to get back on track. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And all that comes with just hitting that stage. But we don't got no stage right now. It's trying to come back, but they might burn down the damn comedy clubs.
Man, right? I hope not, man.
I hope not, man. Shit.
I think if anything's safe, it's the comedy club and the titty club, boy. Them two
gotta
places.
keep the titty club open, brother.
You gotta worry about no fight.
I mean, if not, they can show their titties in the parking lot. I did a show in the parking lot last night.
Word? Oh shit.
Yeah, I did a show in the parking lot last night.
How many people?
Hey.
Well, by the time I went up, it was like maybe like 8.
You had an audience.
But I'm still funny, so that's
right. I would take an audience of 2 people right now. I'm craving to get back out there. I'm forgetting material. I haven't even really been, because I used to listen to my tapes all the time to get tight. I ain't been listening to my comedy. You know how I've been keeping sharp doing this? Me and Keenan do this twice a week, and each show is about an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's still 4 hours of time of just talking and just working stuff out. A lot of funny comes out of doing this, believe it or not. And just having a comfortability, just you guys are my audience, we're each other's audience, and then people that's popping in and out or whatever. So the whole point is to keep yourself talking. Joe Rogan, a huge fan. Joe Rogan said through this whole pandemic, he hasn't written one joke. All he does is his podcast. That's it. You know what I mean?
I feel that way too. It's like, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not inspired. Like, it's hard to find inspiration when you're looking at the same 4 walls all day.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, just pay attention to the news and stuff, because you know what's cool is, like, did you guys know that George Floyd was a porn star?
I did.
Yeah, no, I saw him.
I saw the video. I immediately pulled that up.
The Habib show. Isn't the Habib show? Ain't that from that's Chicago, right? I think the Habib show is based out of Chicago. Yep.
The Habib, right? Yeah.
Because it's this one porn star that he always used. Her name is Miss Natural. And she's definitely from Chicago, this light-skinned chick. She's definitely from the shop.
And the thing about the Habib show is it's just regular niggas fucking.
Yeah.
They be skinny, but they got bellies. And they got stretch marks. and knife wounds and stuff on their
Yo,
belly.
shitty camera work.
Some of them got small dicks. It's like
Habib talks for a long time. Sometimes I'm like, yo, just get to the bitches, man. I don't want to hear.
His hand be coming in sometimes. You're like, yo, whose hand is that?
Pushing the butt. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sometimes he smashes. He got a micro penis, so that just I'm sorry. When I watch my porn, if I see somebody getting down, the brother, it don't look like she really enjoying it. If he like this big, I got to see some meat going in like and beating that girl because I want to live vicariously through him. I can't live vicariously through a micro penis midget.
Oh man, no, what?
No, but I mean,
this is not his family friendly stuff, man. I'm sorry, man.
No, but I mean, as soon as I heard, I was like, they need to build this man a statue or something. Like a dick for the statue. This man is my Malcolm Triple X. That's who this guy is.
And the thing is, he was in great shape. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was ripped up, right?
Like a chiseled down because him and Steven Jackson, they're friends, and they look exactly alike. So I could see it. They probably Yeah, I'm like, man, I need to get.
He was like bigger than Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
He was definitely helping the community.
I didn't watch this whole video though because the chick, I wasn't really feeling the girl too much.
The girl was fine. What the fuck are you talking about?
I like Latinas.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bo likes a special kind of girl.
I like Latinas. You know what I'm saying? I'm a his.
Oh, so
I like sisters too, but
like black girls. Okay.
It was just weird because he just got killed, and I just couldn't see. I couldn't watch the porn like you know when WWE when she died in 2016 from WWE, the first thing I did was watch her porn in commemoration. You know what I'm saying? I had to, but that was different. I'm watching the woman that died. When I watch a dude that died that's doing porn, and the way it's just it's too many emotions, bro. That's what we saw him. We saw him die.
That's what it was like with August 8th.
She's cute. No, she's cute. She's all right, but he looked like he just finished smoking weed though. Like he just.
I mean, you probably don't do porn sober. Let's put it that way.
Nah, you don't.
I
know whenever I went to a swingers party or orgy, I definitely was on some shit, on some liquor.
All right, that was random, but okay.
But I know because it's a group sex thing, huh?
Whenever I find out like a celebrity or like a sex tape, I look it up immediately. Like I remember I was watching the Lorena Bobbitt thing, and I found out that the dude that got his thing chopped off, he got into porn afterwards.
Was it Jody Butterfugo? No.
Jody Butterfugo. That's the that's the chick that he shot his wife in the face.
Oh yeah.
Fisher. Nah, I'm talking about Lorena Bobbitt.
I always, you know what? Both of those stories happened like around the same time. That's
me too. I mixed them up too. She chopped her guy's stuff off. I think his name was like John Bobbitt, and they like,
yeah.
Like, yo, I gotta see how this thing work, man. Like, you gotta enjoy it. Chopped off from soul back on. Like, I gotta see how this work.
Do you guys watch you watch Boy Meets World?
Nah. Oh, you talking about Topanga and them, right?
Yeah, but the neighbor Maitland Ward, she was in White Chicks. She's actually one of the biggest porn stars in the world right now.
Her name's Maitland Ward.
And her material is very convincing. She's
Maitland Ward? What's her name?
Maitland Ward, M-A-I-T. Maitland Ward. Her stuff.
M-A-I-T what?
M-A-I-T-L-A-N-D. Maitland Ward. Yo, her movies, her energy that she brings to the screen, nigga.
Was she from the college Boy Meets World?
Yeah, the college one, yeah. Yep. I never watched that. Like I
guess I'm gonna have to save this for later.
Do some research, man. Yeah, definitely.
Instagram and everything, huh?
Yeah. Oh, bruh, man. She's.
Really. Okay.
She's bad. She started off as like a Cam Soda kind of girl, but eventually, like once all the acting gigs started drying up, she just started doing a porn full-time show. I think her fans only page got like 20, 30,000, something crazy. You bring 20, 30,000 people paying $10 a month.
There's one called Maitland Ward Destroyed by BBC for Christmas.
Yo.
Damn. There's a few BBC. There's a few BBC videos here.
You know, it's funny. I know all the people that did porn, like that was like mainstream actresses. Obviously, Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters. Her name was Crave in the Booty Talk series. She one of them. China, but she passed away. But she started doing porn after her wrestling.
Yo, I could never watch China do porn because her voice. I just don't. Her voice.
I got a, I had a
She's
weird.
Like, she says she sounded like Will Ferrell as Janet Reno. She's like, "Give me that dick, big boy."
China had that chin, boy. That chin was strong as hell, boy.
Once she stopped working out and got to porn, it started to soften up a little bit. But she definitely looked like Khloe Kardashian. They look like twins. But
she looked a little bit like Jay Leno, like a little bit.
Yeah, she do.
Like Jay Leno.
Like when she turns her face this way, she looks like a half moon.
Yeah, but I had a weird attraction to like butchy women, like butch lesbian type women. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just it satisfied that weird fetish of mine.
Has Mo told you about all his weird? Like, I try to invite people to like watch my podcast, but they stop watching when Mo starts talking because he just says like the weirdest. He's like, yeah, I'm not trying to be. This is Mo. He goes, I'm not trying to be too graphic, but I busted that girl's face. And like, what?
As graphic as possible.
I'm trying to be as discreet as possible, but
I blame Jehovah's Witnesses because like I told Keaton last week, one time I was going to an assembly and the guy's house who I used to hang out with, his younger brother had a huge pornography magazine stash. So I was studying the Bible, during the day, and I was looking at porn at night at the same time. That's the witness's fault. No, I'm just fucking around.
All right,
but that really did happen. But yeah, I love seeing mainstream actresses fall off. You know who else got a porn? But it's only one video. The chick that played Pippi Longstocking.
Well, I don't even know who that is. I know who Pippi Longstocking is.
Her ex-husband released it on some revenge shit, but she made money off of it. I forget her name, Aaron some shit, but she got boot and she do anal.
Oh man,
man, she go in, bruh.
Mimi Faust from the Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
when that popped up, that was so phony. I saw when all that it was so funny. You knew they set it up. They had the cameras on.
I mean, it's not. I don't think
it on a tripod. It was like another person in the room with them.
They said Stevie J was the one that filmed it.
Yeah, it was too professional. At least with the Paris Hilton porn tape and the Kim Kardashian porn tape, you couldn't see shit. Like you knew Ray J was filming it because you couldn't see nothing. It was like
Kim Kardashian. That'd
be fucking, and the camera be like in the pillow.
And Ray J he be doing this shit, and the camera he's like,
yeah.
Like, all right. He's like, all right, I'm gonna put the camera here, and he's fucking from the side.
But if we give out awards for it, man, she definitely had the best one though. Like I don't know if I was.
Yeah. Hers was good.
The Paris Hilton video was all in fucking night vision.
Yo, she was the best.
It was weird. Like her eyes was glowing.
Yo,
she looked like when you're outside and you see a wolf or something in the woods. She just looked.
Kim K was the most iconic, but Maitland Ward is the best one, yo. I'm telling you.
But she ain't like it's not like a sex tape. It's like
that's what she want to do. That's her profession. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking about just some. It ain't supposed to be released to the public type.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow.
But they got a lot. They got like Tila Tequila. That's one of them. Montana Fishburne, Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
Oh, that don't count. She got into it too. Like she
but she did a video with Brian Pumper and she got all these spots on her booty cheeks. She's like you saw it?
I saw that leopard booty. Boy.
She got a leopard booty. Who else? They got Farrah. What's her name? Farrah Abraham. She was the lady that my team mom.
Family. She was. She wasn't even that famous, but it was a couple. Like I know, like Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, that's the first one. That was 1997. I watched. It was all grainy. It took forever to load.
Boy, that's
no pun intended. I watched the Pamela Anderson video. They were teaching us how to use search engines in like 1997 when I was in high school. I was my senior in high school, but it was too many students, not enough computers. So the teacher, she said I could come after class and just work on my project by myself. You understand what I'm saying? So like the project took me like 15 minutes, man. The other hour and 45, I was looking at porn search engine out. I was looking at every.
Somebody put up and they're like, whoa.
Yo, I beat off in a classroom by myself in high school.
You was wilding.
Bugging.
You was wilding out.
Bugging, man. Bugging. And back then, I think the first search engine was like Alta Vista. It wasn't even Google. I don't think Google had a search engine yet at that point.
Did it make that dial-up noise when you had to turn it on?
That's hilarious. But it's a lot of I'm on a Vivid website. It's a lot of celebrities that release a sex tape or something. Kelly, who the hell is Kelly?
Like right now, that's the thing. Like this OnlyFans stuff, and
yeah,
like man, chicks is winning right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you can get five, not even 5,000. If you can get 500 people to pay you $10 a month just for showing your nudities, that's $5,000.
Yeah, you know a lot of comedians that were only getting booked because they're hot. Now they're doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I want to see something.
They don't have to go back and do comedy.
Well, that's good. They need to stay their bum ass.
Right now, if I learn how to like animate like people banging each other, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans, bro.
Put your face. You put your face on top of.
Yeah, I'm gonna just draw people. Like I'm gonna animate it, and then I'm just gonna put it on OnlyFans. For people who like that type of stuff. And I'm gonna show you.
Not show you, but the way I met Jay, it's kind of funny. I met him just like as I feel grateful that he's even talking to us right now. He's such a big time. He's such a big shot. But just his YouTube page, I met him.
Jay, all that, but yeah,
his YouTube page. Actually, when I first met him, it had I think it only had like 800 something follows, but it went up pretty quick. And you know, if you're a person that talk about Jehovah's Witnesses, like he doesn't bash witnesses. He just talks about his experience. A lot of people gravitate towards that, so he found his niche. But that's how I found him. I found him through YouTube, and then we became Facebook friends. And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how many people hit you up all the time, but we kind of just connected kind of pretty quick, man. Like, it was impressive. Yeah. Because to have 60, 70, 100,000 people follow you, but for somebody to stand out and you talk to them, I thought that was pretty cool. And last year I had a show in Montana. We was driving, we had to drive through Chicago to get there. We was going to try to hit an open mic. So I was hitting him up like, yeah, let's hit this mic. He was about to hit it up. But I guess our timing was off, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the time zones changing and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to I'm gonna come back out there. We're gonna do something.
Definitely link up.
But that's how I met him. You know, I met him on that. I added him on all social media platforms. And every time I hit him up, Jay always responds to me. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
For sure. Have you done the open mic at the comedy bar?
Yeah, I did open mic at the comedy bar. I don't like it.
You don't like the mic?
No, it's like, first off, like they give you either like 5 minutes or 3 minutes, and then they had like a little weird wheel thing, and they had I did it a couple times, and I don't know, I just don't like it. I like to go to this place. It's called have you ever heard of B. Cole?
Yeah.
Comedian B. Cole. All right, I'm cool with him. That's the homie. And it's a place called Red Pepper on like 87. It's in the hood, but it's all hood people in there. You know what I'm saying? And you can get like 10 minutes or 15 minutes up in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I like to go there and like really like just
work it out.
Yeah, that's why.
But the open mic be like 5 hours long.
Hey, and then
it also be starting late.
Sometimes it be like some huff people in there, but for the most part, I mean, they try to. It don't be that many people, and it really ain't an open mic. It's more or less like when I went in there the first time. B. Cole was like, actually a friend of mine who owns the bar. Well, he ain't a friend of mine. It's a long story. It's a girl that I'm cool with. She's cool with the owner of the bar. He's cool with B. Cole. He told B. Cole that I was coming because she told him I was coming. And Cole was like, yo, you want to rock the mic? Go ahead. You know, I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to be whack. I don't know if you're going to be good. But go ahead and work it out. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me like some early show time. And I the first time I went up there, I killed it. And he's like, man, this is like, you ain't done this too much? I'm like, nah. He's like, man, you sound like you're a professional. You sound real polished. I'm like, man, you know, my head blew up a little bit. I'm like, thank you, brother. So ever since then, I've been going up there a lot, and I work out my material up there a whole lot. So I'm waiting till they open back up. That's the one spot I'm like, man, I need that to open back up.
Yeah. So you've been hitting the stage and you've been practicing working your craft and everything.
Yeah.
That's good. I was telling you about that. Yeah, you gotta try to go at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? Even though that ain't shit, but it's still something. Right. You can't be letting these 2-3 weeks go by not doing comedy. It's a muscle. You gotta keep it sharp, yo. You gotta keep it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm gonna be starting all over again.
All of us are.
Yeah.
Hey, we all are, man. I should be in Chicago next year, maybe at the end of the beginning of the fall.
Reach out
at the comedy bar.
Yeah, reach out.
If you got 5 minutes, you should come down.
For sure, I do. Is it gonna be is it an open mic thing, or is it just like?
No, it's a show that I'm headlining. I was supposed to headline the Comedy Bar last time.
Okay.
I was there, so they set me up for this year, but it's now being pushed back.
Oh wow!
Until next year.
Well, yeah, let me know. I definitely pull up, man. And yeah, I got a ton of material. It's more or less now because the last time I was there, I just went there for the show. I didn't even go for an open mic because they got Gino's East down there. They got that good ass pizza, boy.
But so they don't even have famous people at the Comedy Bar. They just be having niggas just there. They're just They're like it's Johnny Bread from North Dakota, and people be going to see it. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm going to be there for God's sake. So,
right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's.
Nah, I think that would probably be best for me too, because like the open mic structure that I went to, I didn't enjoy the spinning wheel thing. I wasn't feeling that. But I think if I just go up there and can just rip it.
You want to know that you can get time. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
That's all I want to do anyway.
How was the restaurant in Chicago? You ever Jerk 48? I always hear about that. You know that guy corporate that does all the funny stories or whatever, the voiceover stories. Like every character is his voice. He's from Chicago. He's one of the biggest dudes on Facebook, but it's a restaurant he always goes to called Jerk 48.
I'm gonna check him out. I don't know.
Corporate is a monster. Funny as hell.
What's his name? His name
Corporate. It's with a K. Corporate. Korporate. Just put Corporate Chicago, whatever, and he'll always have like an 8-minute story, but he does the voice of every character in the story. It's fucking hilarious. And he always got.
In Chicago, there are so many comedians. Like, okay, you know Torrey Holcomb, you know all the big ones, but it's people like, do you know comedian Sticks?
Never heard of him. No.
That's
Sticks. I heard the name, but I don't know who he is.
Sticks, look, he's like a little short, bald guy. He hilarious. And
D. Ray Davis from out there, Hannibal Buress, Jeff Brown. Yeah.
All of them. It's so many. Like I can't even begin to tell you. Even that Red Pepper, like just because it's there, a lot of comedians, like really, really good comedians, that come through. You know, like you know B. Cole, but what's the other guy name? He just had a special on Netflix. It was
Cole?
Deon Cole, right.
Yeah.
Deon Cole, he killed it too. His special.
Oh, it was one of the best of the year. Oh yeah, last year rather. Yep.
It's been several specials on Netflix that was like trash.
Of course.
He killed his set. And yeah, man, it's so many people from Chicago. So many people. So it's gonna be something, I don't know.
Chicago definitely produces some of the best comedians in the country. Chicago and New York.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Godfrey's from Chicago.
There's comedians.
That's right.
There's no fucking comedians that come from LA.
Yeah.
There's no comedians that come from LA. Like
they go to LA, but they don't come
to
from
LA. But there's no comedian that comes from LA.
Like you would be a good comedian in Chicago, but you go to LA to get famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go to the Laugh Factory out there. We got a Laugh Factory here, but you need to go to the Laugh Factory out in LA if you try to blow up.
Yeah, I did the Laugh Factory when I was out there. Open mic situation. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
But they funny too. It's like at the Laugh Factory, you gotta come in there, you gotta perform, do well, and then they ask you to come back later that night too. So.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing. That's a lot of clubs are like that though. A lot of clubs are goofy like that. So. So.
Well, we're winding down. We're hitting that time, man. I think we covered a lot of good shit. Anything you want to promote that you got going on? We're obviously promoting you as far as your Instagram and all that good shit, but you got that special coming up. You have a GoFundMe to help fund your special.
Yeah, man, I have my comedy special I'm still working on. This I put the GoFundMe. I send you the GoFundMe link or whatever. You can drop it.
I'll drop it in.
But yeah, I'm pretty close to the goal. Now it's like I had a venue. I don't know if the venue gonna still be there.
Right.
But yeah, I'm still working on getting the entire goal. I only needed like $3,000 for the comedy special.
It's what, like to buy the venue for lighting and camera work and all that good stuff. Okay, yeah.
I need the cameramans, I need the audio equipment, and I need the lighting, hopefully. And
you don't want to just shoot it with your cell phone.
Nah, man.
You want to have it official.
I want to pitch it. Like, I want it to like go to Netflix. I want
yeah,
like,
definitely.
Other platforms and stuff, because I'm really trying to do it. And even if it don't, like, I still want it to be on.
Just to have it in your clip.
Yeah, you know,
just to have it. Just to say that you finished something.
Right. You know,
it's still
like green type things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to do this, so I want to do it like the right way.
I think, and if you shoot it right, I think it's not hard to get your special on Amazon. Like my boy JT Moore from Hartford, he got his specials. I think it's on Amazon Prime, if I'm not mistaken. One of those. And there's this other guy from North Carolina, Ghetto Rachi. I forget his I can't think of his name. I think it's Denk or something like that. It's right on Amazon Prime. You can buy it. So if you put it together right, there's certain venues that you can put it up on. I actually shot a special last year. I just didn't edit it yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a three camera shot. It's a left camera, right camera, and it's one that's like facing the audience, so you can get reactions or whatever. But it's like every time I try to like edit it, go on my computer, I just wind up on X videos, man. Just stop my whole progress.
looking at China's skin.
Maitland Ward, let's go.
Man, listen. And when you finish, I want you to hit me up and be like, "Yeah, you was right." That's all I want you to say. She is very, very, very convincing.
For sure.
So you got your so you're gonna send us the link, and we'll post the link on our YouTube.
We'll post your GoFundMe.
And I appreciate that.
Follow
man.
Jada Comedian. Follow Jada Comedian on YouTube. Jada, it's universal, right? Jada Comedian on Instagram.
Instagram, it's a Jada Comedian 1 because somebody else took the name, so I had to add a 1 to the back of that joint.
Yeah.
On Twitter, it's always turned up 1.
Oh, turned to 1. Yeah, well, I put actually when I reproduce this, when I put this on our YouTube, follow our YouTube, by the way, the Light Skin Perspective YouTube. I'll put all that information on there. You know what I'm saying, just to be clear.
Anyway, let's just make sure people get this right. So, guys, make sure you follow our YouTube, Light Skin Perspective LSP podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe,
and share.
Make sure you follow our official Instagram, LSP Cast. That's LSP Cast. Make sure you follow our Instagram. You can follow me personally at Dangerously Awkward. You can follow Mo Green,
Comedian Mo Green. You can follow Jay the Comedian with the 1 on the end of it on IG.
Jay the Comedian 1 on IG. Yep.
Jay the Comedian 1.
But this is dope, man. We definitely. I could do this for about 3 hours, but Kenan, man, you know, he gets so much buns in LA. That he gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go fornicate.
Right now, I'm about to go get some chicken wings.
Yeah, that's code word.
Chicken wings. You need some breast and some thighs.
Yeah.
What flavor should I get? I'm thinking honey barbecue and Asian zing.
You want to go honey barbecue, player? Rich.
I can only eat chicken tenders, no bones. I don't like the bones in my chicken. I don't give a damn if Holly Berry cooked for me. Like if she made the chicken with bones, I'm like, sorry, baby.
Mo choking on the chicken bone like in the cartoons where you see the bone like through the neck, and he's like,
and when people eat chicken, you know how they, like, you got the people that barely eat the chicken bone and the motherfuckers that sucking the bone. You looking like a hyena that just finished killing an antelope or some shit. You like, these bones is good. That shit grosses me out to no end. I'm just looking at you like, what? You're disgusting. Y'all look like some bone suckers. Both of y'all.
Oh, hell no.
Just give me some tenders. That's it. I'm like a little ass kid when it comes to that shit. I want some chicken tenders and some nuggets. That's
hey,
it.
They got some hand breaded beer batter tenders.
There you go. Banging.
Well, I want tenders. I want wings.
You know, it's funny. I used to work at Red Lobster, and they had this beer battered fish, right? And at Red Lobster, you know, they the most classiest of black people come to Red Lobster, right? So this one dude, he ain't want no beer. Like, you know, he was like, I don't want no beer on my fish. Don't put no beer
But it's beer batter, son. What I say? What I say? I said what I said.
I don't want no beer on my fish. Don't treat me like no nigga. He literally said that shit. Oh my God.
Hilarious, bro.
But that's pretty much it, man. I'm a cue this mother loving music. Hold on, let me see how I can do this, man. How can I do this? How can I do this? What the hell is going on? So we about to hold up. Let me share this sound.
Water production. A-track on the boards. Big ups to my man O. Helping me get this thing together. It's Mo Q. You know what I'm saying? ATL. Connecticut. Connected. Bringing you something different for the 011. You know what I mean? About to hit you with something official. And it's like this.
You hear that guy?
Yo, what could I do? Or would I do? Convince you, girl, that I'm into you. You got like 3 gigs, minus kids. Still looking fresh with the flyest crib. I'm high as shit when I'm in the mix. Caramel complected, sweet like Twix shit. I might have to rewrite this. A million words couldn't describe this vibe she giving, but I'ma try to finish.
Yeah, y'all be safe, man.
Come around, I get chemical replenish. Keep me on point, she the remedy to send it. Beginning to the ending, I'ma keep it real. Always real, never conceal. Whatever she desire, I'ma try to get it. If she committed, we gon' live it. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date. Be at your doorstep 8:30. Wear the dress that caress your waist. Matching necklace, it has me breathless. City steam for some comedy. Spin to the rush for some poetry. Hip tie same for the martinis. There's so much to do, my boo in the beat. Black eyes out, we can buy the jazz. Drinks on me, don't bring no cash. You don't have to ask, you deserve. It's all for you. You are worth how much worth? Let me describe your diamond raindrops from the sky, and my arms are open. I'ma catch you, precious, beautiful, luscious, special. You're the one, only one, baby. I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. You're the one, only one, baby. I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you till the end of the world? I would go to just to reach you, 'cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date. 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 Yeah. Hey, let's make a date. 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 I'll be at your doorstep 8:30.